Hello guys. We're just gonna be doing an art live today. Um, Please flip your phones devices upside down if you can. So, let's get into it. Hi guys. Hi. We will not be making one of these today, but I can if you guys suggest it. Anyways, let's get into it. I probably won't be seeing a lot of y'all's chats until like a little bit, just because I'm gonna be looking up and down. Ooh. Let me write something real quick. There we go. There we go. So let's get started. I think first we're going to be drawing paper because I have a figure for him that I made. If you guys want another tutorial for this, let me know. Just because I don't really do many tutorials. He will be set over here, off camera, so he doesn't get in the way. So, I will answer any questions if there are any. If there's not, though, that's also fine. Oh, hello there. Welcome. Please flip your screen if you can. I don't really have a better way to record this, so this is about it. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna find a reference first, just because, like, drawing from my mind sometimes is hard. So, random pose ideas. Images. Let me find them real quick. I don't want anything too complicated just because, well, like, I can draw decent things. I don't want anything too complicated because of paper's design. Oh, hi guys. Please flip your screens if you can. I'm finding a reference right now, but this is the little guy that we're going to be drawing. I can do a tutorial on how to make these sitting type of things if you guys want one. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Anyways, I can do a tutorial of these in another video if you guys want. It's actually really simple. Also, please flip your screen if you can, just because I don't have a better setup for this yet. Yeah. So I'm just gonna find a pose first, and then I'll start drawing everything else. So please be patient. And also, this is like my first live that I've done for my channel, and so if it's, not the best, that's why. But, any suggestions I can do. I can also draw more than just my own characters if you guys want me to. Just put them into the chat and, like, I might draw them. So, yeah. Okay, I think I gotta post it. Oh, here, hold on. Sorry, I need to, well, let's try something. Have a beer. Hi, cat. Okay. Okay, everyone. Please flip your screens if you can. Um, I'm currently drawing my own character. However, if you guys want, I can also draw other characters from games and shows. Just put them into the comment section, and if I see it, I might draw it. I can also do a tutorial later on how to draw and make these sitting characters, and it's actually very easy if you do want that. Trying, look, but it screen. Okay. The only thing I can really do for this is just see if you can flip your screen. If not, that's also okay. I get that not every device can do that. I don't have a better setup currently though, so this is the best I can do. If you're on like a phone, you can just flip the whole phone over, but besides that, I can't suggest much more. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't have a better setup. I spent like 10 minutes trying to do this, and I couldn't come up with anything. Oh, thank you. I gotta flip my phone. Zell I role plays. Thank you. I probably mispronounced that. I'm very sorry. Um, like I said earlier, if you guys have any characters that you do want me to draw, I can do that too. So just let me know in the comments. And I probably will end up drawing them just because I don't have anything better to do. And then later on in the stream, I can also show how to make the sitting characters too. I'm probably going to finish this sketch and then I can show y'all how to do that. I'm gonna keep this as a sketch though. I'm not gonna do a full drawing because I'm not big on how this is coming out right now. My name is Lime. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, Zelly. Um, Thank you for asking. It's also the channel name of Lime the Random. Sorry for not talking too much as I draw. I'm not used to doing lives or anything. Normally I just post the art when I'm done. So this is kind of new, but you know, I'll answer any questions y'all have and stuff. So just, ask away in the comments. I'll do the best I can to read them since my phone is upside down. Um, so yeah. I would turn on background music, but I don't want to have my TV too loud right now, just because it's dark outside and it's kind of late for me. I don't want to bother anyone, you know. So, yeah. Hello everyone. Please turn your cameras and stuff, devices, whatever it is, upside down. Because I don't have a better setup, and so this is kind of the best I can do. If you stay after this sketch, I will be showing how to make these sitting characters. These can sit on shelves and stuff like that, etc. So, they're very easy to make, so I'll show you how to make one after the sketch. I can't draw like that. It's so good. Oh, thank you, Zelly. Um, if you keep trying over time, it'll get better, I promise. When I first started, it was around 2021, and it was very bad artwork. Um, like when I say bad, it's about how a toddler would draw. So, not very good, but over time, I've stuck with it, and this is kind of where I'm at right now. Well, it's still not the best, and there are a lot of things I need to work on. It's overall not too bad. So I promise if you just keep, working, then you'll get there. That is if you want to draw, of course. If you don't want to, don't force yourself. I find it's not very good. Anyways, if you have any other questions right now, just, type them in the comments. I will respond the best I can. Um, oh, there's another person. Hello. If you can, please turn your screen upside down just because I don't have a better setup. If you have any questions, just ask them. And if you stay, I will be showing how to make one of these sitting little guys in a minute after I finish the sketch. I'm really good at digital art, but I'm bad at drawing on paper. Oh, I get that. I started out drawing on paper, so I'd say overall I'm better at it. But when it comes to online, it's very much a hit or miss for me. I normally don't draw online too much just because I'm not very good at it, but I should probably practice more. Um, but the times I do draw online and stuff and on digital, it's actually very fun. So. I normally just use a free website though, so that could be part of it. I use Klecky, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Just cause that's just what I use, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. I might color this in later, since right now it is just a sketch. So if that's like what y'all want to see, I can also do that too later on. But here in a second, I'm going to start showing how to make one of these little sitting guys. I have multiple of these. They're overall pretty easy to make. I can make another short about it if y'all want. It's overall, like I said, a very easy process. While I'm finishing this up, if you do want to try it, all you're going to need is some paper. It can be thick or thin. I prefer thick paper. You can also use other art materials if you want, but I find just paper works best. But you can use cardboard, I guess, for it. To make these sitting guys. I normally just do paper since that's what I have more available. I would suggest using thicker paper if you have that. just because it works better. And here in a second I will show how to do it. So that's the first drawing of today's stream. I'm going to get a different sketchbook just because this one has thinner paper that I would prefer not to use for making these type of things. These things can sit on shelves by themselves without extra support as long as you make them correctly. And overall, they're actually pretty fun to make, very easy. Like I said, all you really need is some paper, you will need some glue, and also some scissors. Like I said earlier, I also suggest doing thicker paper just because it makes it a lot easier. If I can subscribe to you on a different channel that have I don't have any other channels besides this one, Zelly. So if you were to subscribe, this is currently my only channel. I'm going to grab some scissors and glue. So give me 1 second. You can also use tape for a lot of this too, but I just use glue and scissors since, you can buy that basically anywhere. So I have multiple of these. I can also go grab them if you want to see more types of this. This one is more of a posable one since I haven't glued it together or anything. The arms are pretty movable. They're overall pretty thick. The parts of the hat with the ears are also pretty movable. And each thing is glued on layer by layer for this one. But you don't have to do that. That's just extra. You can also kind of see the sleeve where the layer is. And same for the undershirt and the pants. And then the extra tail. I am back. Okay. Welcome back, Sally. So overall, I'd say in my opinion it looks pretty good. You can also color these. You can use pins, markers, whatever it is that you want to. So yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Zoe, for subscribing and everything, and trying to subscribe more if you can. Oh, sorry, that's something off camera. So yeah. Oh, I should also write. If you are watching, please flip your screen, by the way, just because everything I have currently for my setup is upside down. So yeah. Please flip screen. Okay. Oh, and of course I wrote on the wrong side. Okay. Let's. Okay. Hold up, guys. I gotta fix this. Okay. This is the side I'm on, so I need to write here. Okay. Right? Or do I have this upside down? Okay. This is the way. Okay. So this is the way I'm gonna have the paper, so I'm gonna have to write it here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. It's just due to the setup I have. I have to write please flip screen on all the paper I use. Just so you know, this little guy's name is also paper, just because, it's kind of what he's made out of. So, for this one, I might make another one of these, or I can do another character if y'all want. I didn't miss anything because, okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't miss anything, Zelly. Welcome everybody else. Please flip your screen if you can. Currently I'm about to start making another one of these sitting guys. These can sit on shelves and all sorts of other things by themselves without extra support. Overall pretty easy to make. You can add extra accessories if you want, such as wings, tails, hats, hair, anything like that. It can be multiple layers, it can be one layer, it can be whatever you want it to be. All you will need is some scissors, some glue, and you can also use tape to hold it if you want to, but you don't have to use tape. I find that glue works better than tape for this. So make sure you have your materials. Paper, I would suggest being kind of thick, just because you're going to be making multiple layers of this and you want it to where it won't have light shine through to it. So anyways, let's get started. So the most important part of it is just making the base. If you're going to be doing multiple layers, please make extra sizes of this head to the other sides, because if you're going to layer, you want to make sure the hair is going to glue properly onto it. Because of this character, I can just cut out certain spots of the hair that I need and then just glue it wherever, but it's not how it's going to work for every character, which I get. I'm going to just do another one of my own characters for this that I haven't made a sitting figure for. You can also make them stand if you want to, and that just requires less glue, but it does require you to make a stand thing for it. For that, I would suggest using cardboard, which I can show before I make this one sit. Overall, it's very easy. So I would suggest starting out with the head, because that's what I do for everything, is I start with the head, do your base. For the body, you're basically trying to make them do like a T-pose. Like when I lay this one out flat, the body is basically just sticking out like this. Like it's just a normal flat type of thing, if you kind of see what I'm saying. Make sure the legs are not connected to each other so they can sit however you want them to. They can sit on their knees, they can stand if you have extra supporting. They can sit their legs on them like this. And if you do double-sided, you can also make their arms wrap around their legs, although that does require extra layers if you want to do that. Overall pretty easy. So next, after this, you can do the body. Make sure that it's thin enough where you can add clothes onto it, like without having to worry about the backside of the body showing. Like if I move all of this, you can see how the clothes on the sides are thicker than the body base on the inside, especially on the pants. You can see that. So yes, I'm going to draw two. I have paper and pen right here. Okay, well, good job, Zelly. You can do it too. It's very simple, like I said. So just do your best to draw a simple base that is kind of doing like an A pose, as people would call it. This one is kind of old, so it's not exactly the same type of way I would do it now, but it's overall the same general process. Make sure you like how it looks before you do anything else. And also make sure that the head, you make multiple versions of it just to the side that are around the same size. I would suggest doing that though after you cut it out, just because it makes it a lot easier. Okay, I can make this a little longer. And then for feet, you can have them pointing into each other, you can have them facing outwards, you can have them doing whatever you want, as long as it's, not too much in the way. Make sure the legs are separated. You can add your neck if you're wanting to now, or you can keep it as a base sketch. I like to come back and fix the upper body a bit. A tip I have learned for doing chests, if you're doing female, is literally just make it upside down heart. It does not have to be perfect, because, it's just not how people are. For this, I am doing a female character, that's why I mentioned that. And then you can kind of just trace the outline, and then you can use that as part of it. And then make sure they're still doing the A pose once you do arms. With arms on female characters, I would honestly suggest not doing the chest until after you have done the clothing. Like, do the chest as part of the clothing. So for this, I will be erasing. and just doing that now because I did not think about that a second ago. Just because once you do the arms and you cut them out from the body, it's like you kind of get it. Because if you cut it out, then you're just gonna have like weird shapes that are out of the arm. That even if you do with the clothing, it just won't. Yeah. And so as you do the base, make sure everything looks to you how you want it. This one's not going to look very good just because I'm doing it specifically for the stream. I have better looking ones than this, but you know, sometimes you do need to trust the process. Okay, so we'll just stick with this base that I have right now, just because this is more to show how to do this. And so, after you do this, if it's in the middle of the paper, that's fine. If it's on the side of the paper, that's fine. I only have it in the middle just because I'm showing how to do this. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut, I would say like a decent sized box around it that you're going to trim after you cut it out. So, yeah. So, I think it's easiest just to start out with doing the basic outline of the character when it comes to cutting. And then afterwards, you know, fixing it. So let's pull up the body. This is just what the base of mine is going to look like. The only time I would suggest really inking and finalizing the outside is if you are going to be using the outside a lot more. And even then, you can also just layer on top of it with clothing, so it doesn't matter too much. Just make little triangles around the arms as you cut out the sides, and then kind of do the same for this side. And then cut the side. Oh, hello. Please flip your screen if you can. Currently, I'm showing how to make one of these sitting characters. They can sit anywhere. Pretty easy to make. You need paper. So far where we're at is after you make the base, and I would say what is an A form. You just cut it out. Overall, pretty simple. You can do multiple layers too, so if your base doesn't look that good, that's always fine. You can just add more layers later. And then as you cut, just leave your scraps aside. You might need them, you never know. Sometimes these scraps come in handy when it comes to doing characters. So, yeah. I draw a drawing. It isn't like yours. Oh, yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine. It can be better, it can be worse. It's all just your opinion in the end on how you think it looks. And the nice thing is you can make a dozen more of these if you want, since they're pretty easy to make, at least in my opinion. If you want an easier way to start though, when it comes to making these, you can make them all in one layer instead of doing multiple layers like I'm going to do. I can show you one here in 1 second of that's just one big layer, and I can show you some of the first ones I made. So I will be right back. So this first one right here is one of the first ones I've made. It's not very good. It's from a couple years ago. I did use some tape for the back with the tail and the face and arms, and I have tape on the hands from where it's at. This one still works. It was made on the same type of thick paper that I'm using. It's overall okay. It gets the job done, you know? This is all also on one layer. This is not multi-layered like what I'm doing right now. And so if you do want to make it one singular layer, that's alright too. And I will also go grab one that I made around the first time when I started doing this. So you can also see like kind of where I started. So my first one that I did was this very small one. Um and it's also on one piece of paper. It is, just normal notebook paper. So, they all kind of start out from somewhere. They can be one layer, multi-layered, can make a whole bunch, like I've said multiple times. So if it's not looking how you want it to, just make more in the future. Um, they're honestly pretty fun to make, and in the end, they leave you with just a little guide that you can use. You can have it on display like I do, or you can give it to friends, family. You can make characters from games and shows, stuff like that. It's honestly just whatever you want it to be. Um, the most beginner friendly one is doing everything in one layer. But if you're wanting to just try and do it, I would suggest honestly doing multi-layer because, in my opinion at least, they look way better. And if you want to, I probably should have said this earlier. If you want to do pen, you should probably done that before you cut it out. I'm sorry to say that, but you can still do it now, even after you cut it out. So it's okay. So once you finish, take your scraps. I'm just gonna set them aside for now because sometimes they do come in handy. But if you don't think you'll need the scraps or you have a whole bunch of extra paper, then you can completely get rid of it if you want. Next, I'm going to just draw some of the face features. Um, I'm gonna give her like a wink face just because I don't feel like drawing the other eye. And her eye is looking a little small, so I'm going to draw that. Like I said, you can make this with any type of character you want. It doesn't just have to be like your own character. It can be characters from shows, video games, etc. This is the first one I'm making. Well, makes sense. Not a lot of people actually know how to make these, I guess. So, we all start from somewhere. If you do want to do like a pen outline, you can. I don't feel like doing one since this is just for the stream. And this will probably sit just as a little example one that I will use in the future. Overall, this design is going to be, I'd say, pretty simple. You can add all the facial features you want. It doesn't have to be very detailed, especially not right now since this is just the base of the body. So from here, I'm going to set it aside. From here, since you've cut out the head, I don't think that's a word, but since you've cut out the head, you can make a outline of it. And while this will not be the exact size of your head, it's a pretty decent idea for bangs, I would say, if you want to do bangs. The character I'm using, well, my own character technically, but my character does have bangs, and so I'm going to first get a reference of their design just because it's always helpful to have that. And then from there, I'm just gonna draw their bangs. So, please keep in mind this is the top of their head. And so if you want to do bangs, do not start from this very top part because it will come out looking how you don't want it to. Like after you draw, you can set this aside and you can draw like a line about where you want the bangs to be ending and where you want the bangs to be beginning. So I'd say around this area for this design that I'm doing. I have done this before, that's why I'm saying that now. I don't think I'm the person to come up with this type of thing where you can have your character sit, but I haven't seen anybody else make videos about this, and so I'd like to think that I'm one of the first people, I guess, to come up with it, but that's not, I can't just claim it, obviously. So, yeah. And so, after you draw the hair, you can remove your guidelines. That's what I'm going to be doing because I do not need these guidelines. You can also outline this in pen if you would like to. It gives a lot cleaner of a look compared to just doing pencil, since pencil can rub off and erase. If you want to go ahead and glue this on the character after, you can, but you don't have to glue this on immediately since it is just the bangs. So the bangs, after you cut them out, make sure they look how you want them to on the character. If not, you can also just cut the bangs up a little more to fix them. If you're using pencil though, you can also just erase everything that you don't like about the bangs. So let's move that out the way. So like for example, how these bangs are, I am going to have to edit them a little just because they didn't quite come out how I thought they would. This does happen a lot, so please do keep that in mind whenever you're making your own, that your bangs will probably not line up perfectly. Unless you are using thinner paper, which if you are, that's probably the part that comes in handy. You can have your like body head base underneath it, and then you can have a light on top of it that shines onto your character, so as you draw you can get a better idea of the size that you need to make for specific things. So yeah. Oh, hi other people. I'm showing you how to make a sitting character. So far what you need is a base and I would say an A like pose. This one's not the best because I'm doing it on stream just to show off how to do it. You can use pen if you want to do the outlines instead. It's overall pretty easy and they don't normally take too much time. They can take, I would say, anywhere from an hour to like a day, and that's if you're just taking a lot of time. Like this will probably take me, since I'm not coloring or anything, anywhere from an hour to two, and I will be doing all of this on stream. So if you want to stay, you can. If you want to, watch other streams as you wait for me to catch up to where you're currently at, you can. And when it comes to doing this, you can also fully do this as just one layer. You don't have to do multiple layers like I'm currently doing. The easiest way to do it is all in one singular layer, but in my opinion, it looks better whenever you're doing in multiple layers. So I'm almost done cutting out the bangs. Oh, and I just messed it up. That's okay. This is where we improvise and we pretend that nothing happened. Don't worry, this happens a decent amount. So, let's see, what else to say? Oh yeah, if y'all do have any questions in general, like it doesn't have to be about specifically what I'm making right now. I probably will answer them, as long as it's nothing personal, of course, because I don't answer that type of stuff. Which I guess should be obvious, but due to the amount of popular content creators that get asked weird questions, I don't think I can trust the internet fully like that. So anyways, we have one part of the bangs done, and then we have the other part done. and so you can glue them on from here if you want. You don't have to. I normally remove them, and then that's when I add the eyebrows. I normally do circle eyebrows just because I find that easier. And then like blush, I normally just do 3 little lines, or I do like a circle, and then glue. I do suggest also erasing all of this top area if you're still, using pencil and haven't done pen at all. So yeah. So go ahead and get your glue ready. Oh, that is on my fingers now. Great. Okay, I'm going to leave now. Okay, see you, Zelly. Come back whenever you want to. Anyways, to anyone else that is still here, I'm currently attaching the bangs. Overall, it's pretty simple. As you do this, please make sure that everything is to your liking and that you're not just, working with stuff that you don't like. If you are more of a digital artist, I haven't ever tried this before, but what I assume you can do is print out a drawing of just the base sheet for this and then do it all the building part yourself in real time. Please keep in mind I have not done that, and so if it does not come out well, please don't blame me. So yeah. Anyways, that is the finished part of the bangs. Hello there. Currently, I'm making a sitting character. Pretty easy to make. Have your base in an A form, and then if you want to do multiple layers, make sure you can cut out to the side another size of their head for the bangs if they have any, and then you can move on from the bangs to the back hair from there. You do multiple layers. I suggest using thicker paper though, just because you're going to be gluing stuff down onto it if you're doing multiple layers. So yeah. Glue and scissors is also pretty helpful. So yeah. So we have the back side of the head. I'm going to just smooth that out a little, which, you don't have to do. And then I'm going to draw the hair on top of here. Which overall, I would say their hair is pretty nice. For this character I'm doing. Like a little spiky here, I would say. Okay. And so that is about how the hair is going to look on the back of their head, just from how I have it right now. So if you do want to add more, you can. Hello there, I'm showing how to make a sitting character. They can sit by themselves. First, just make a base. It's around, I would say, an A format. Cut out and glue bangs, and then you can cut out any type of back hair you're wanting. I'm surprised that more people don't want to do this. But that's just how streaming is. Hello there. If you can, please flip your device upside down to be able to see my screen properly. Because if not, it might leave you a bit confused. I'm showing how to make a sitting character currently. They can sit by themselves. Okay. I guess this is how most small content people feel when they do streams, so I don't expect too much. It's not like the average brain rot slop that you see everywhere else. Hello. If you can, please flip your device's screen. I'm currently showing how to make a sitting character. If you do want to do it, use thick paper. You'll need some glue and scissors. Make your character, the base of it, be kind of like how I have mine currently. And if you want to do multiple layers, which is not always necessary if you don't want to, and it's also not very beginner friendly. You can do multiple layers though if you want to. It's pretty simple. Just use the body base that you made for everything else, and then you can just go from there. Like for the back hair, I just use the outline of the back of the head to make it, and then I can just glue it down from there. Hi there, showing how to make sitting characters. They're fully like 3D if you do want to make it. Pretty simple. All you need is some paper, scissors, glue, all that jazz. It's very arts and crafty if you do want to make it. Hello, I'm doing a very arts and crafty type of thing. If you can, please flip your screen. If not, that's also fine. You can watch from upside down. These are sitting characters. They can sit by themselves. You can make them out of whatever you want, preferably paper though, because it's easier to glue on. Make sure their base is kind of like this with nothing touching each other, because if not, whenever you go to cut it out, it will not work out very well. You can do this in multiple layers like I'm currently doing, or you can do it in one layer. Um, whatever you want. I kind of feel like I'm pitching an ad right now. If any of y'all feel that kind of way too, let me know. Oh shoot, I didn't even see the new comments. I am so sorry. Um, if you do have any questions, let me know in the comments. I will try to answer these the best that I can. Hold up, please do give me a second. I need to put my phone on the charger. Okay, let's see if I can charge my phone and do this. Might be a little difficult. Okay. Hello guys. I think that'll stay. I'm showing how to make a sitting character. These can sit as long as you make them, make sure nothing's touching each other on the base. If you're doing multiple layers like me, you'll need scissors and glue. Well, you'll need scissors and glue anyways, but you can use the existing base of the character to cut out everything. It's a little easy to see whenever it's close up like this, but far away it kind of looks good. You will need paper, preferably thicker paper. So right now I have the hair, most of it. If you have extra accessory details like pigtails, horns, wings, tails, you can add stuff like that. So like I have for this one where I have the tail and I have the back side of the hat. Yeah. If you do choose to make it in multiple layers, I personally think it looks better. However, my opinion is not the only opinion there is. If you do not think it looks better, that is also fine. Um, on this side, this character that I'm drawing, it's my own character, of course. It has a pigtail on one side, and then on the other, hello there. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'm showing how to make a sitting character. They sit by themselves. If you do want to make it, I can tell you how to make it. However, I'm just making one for myself because I feel like people find that interesting. Even though, there's no one really watching. It's fine. I feel like a crazy person right now because I'm kind of just talking to myself on stream, and so if anyone hears, I feel like I'm crazy. Hello, I'm showing how to make sitting characters. If you do want to learn or just watch, that's also fine. They sit by themselves. Make sure nothing's touching on your base when it comes to the body. If you're doing multiple layers like me, you'll need, a bit extra glue, and you can use the existing body as like a base for it. And then on the other side, this character has I would say it's like a bun. It's a little too much. I think it'll be a little smaller. There we go. I still feel crazy. This stream, honestly, so far has been better than I thought it would be. I can draw other characters if y'all want. So just let me know in the comments if there's any other characters you want me to draw. I will probably make them soon. Hello, singular person. If you don't want to, you don't have to flip the screen. It's not necessary. It just helps. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you guys are here, just type something in the comments because like sometimes it will show that 0 people are watching when someone is watching, and so I will go off onto like side conversations, and it's like I don't know if people are still watching or not because it just doesn't always show. Um, if y'all are interested in learning, then that's always good. Um, these can take anywhere from an hour to I'm gonna say a day because it depends on how much you're coloring, if you're doing full on line art, if you're adding any type of shading. Like it takes a lot of work, but in the end I think it's worth it just because, you know, you make something out of it. Um, I have multiple of these in my room just because I find them really fun to make. And these are probably one of my favorite things to do with my characters. Just because I don't have anything better to do. Oh, if you're doing art fight, I will be on there during art fight. Um, yeah. I think y'all can tell this is live just because of how many times I'm saying because I'm not very good at planning out what I'm going to say. I normally just kind of speak my mind and go with it. Hello there. You don't have to flip your screen if you don't want to. It mostly just helps if you're trying to follow along and make one for yourself. Um, these are like little silly guys. If you want to make one for yourself, you can. Hello. These are sitting characters. You can make one if you want. They're very simple. Um, they take anywhere from like an hour to 2, I would say, without color. Very beginner friendly if you do want to make it. They won't come out good all of the time, but we all start from somewhere. Um, oh, okay. Very fun. Normally like smaller content people have like, like the 3 people that watch. There's like 3 people that watch the videos and they're just there. But like I guess it's just because normally when I post stuff, my fan base doesn't see it till later on. Most of the time, they don't have the bell for all notifications on, which I don't mind. I just rather, some people see my not comment, content. So, yeah. Hi there. I'm currently, making a little guy. You can too if you want. They're very fun if you have your own characters or other people's characters. For the base, just make sure nothing's touching. If you're doing multiple layers, it's pretty simple. Use the existing body as a base and go from there. Geez, I don't really have anything to talk about. Like I said, if y'all have any questions whatsoever, please put them in the comments because I don't know what to talk about. I'm not very good at this type of stuff. Like I don't know what to talk about. So if y'all have questions, like I said, please put them in the comments because I don't know what to do besides just say what I'm making. You know? Like I don't know. Am I just bad at this? Like I don't know if I should be doing lives just because I'm not very good at this. Back like as soon as this live started, there was like 5 and then 26 people, and then now there's like 0. This live, it's crazy. Oh, that was way too much glue. Okay. Um, let me get some of the glue off of that. I think it's just because most people kind of like see the first couple of seconds. If they like it, they'll stay. If they don't like it, they'll go. I guess that's how it is for most content creation. So, maybe I should start being like a clickbaiter. Maybe I should be like a clickbaiter, guys. I should just start making clickbait videos like, oh, today we're gonna be making the biggest statue ever, guys. We're going to be making the hugest, best statue ever. Oh my god, it's already 10 for me. Dang. Time kind of flew by, guys. I started this around, I want to say 9 something. It's been an hour. Almost an hour of streaming. Wowee. So, and this is all we've gotten done is the hair. Like I said, guys, this can take like anywhere from an hour to 2. Yeah. Here we go. So here's what we've gotten done so far, guys. We're so successful at this. We're doing great. Oh, imagine how long it took me to make this one. Ooh, I should probably go grab some of the other ones I've made, so when other people join, I can just show them off. I'm gonna grab some of the ones that I actually like, though, just because that's always the fun ones to show. Okay, I got in 2 more from my shelf. Hello there. I'm making, sitting characters. Just throw them on the screen. Yes. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta like set it up. Oh wait, this one's huge. I gotta like. Here we go. Okay, you kind of like sit there, and then your legs can just dangle. It's fine. And then you can go right there. We'll just leave you here. Here, you know what? You can sit by my phone. We'll have paper sitting here. Well, paper is hard to see, so we'll have you. Just color. Just the random pop of color, guys. Okay. Jingle, 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 guys. Jingle, jingle. Let's continue. If you will need multiple sheets of paper for this. Um, I don't know what to say, guys. Please just like ask me questions. Like, should I do the type of things where it's like, don't say 6, 7, or you'll get banned? Like, should I just do that? Should I just start saying if you don't say 6, 7, you get banned? Is that how it works? Should I start doing all the content slop? Should I just be like all the slop content farmers? Low-key, that would be funny. Okay. At this point, I'm just gonna start pretending that I'm a very popular streamer and I'm getting asked thousands of questions on like, I don't know, Reddit and Twitch and all sorts of other platforms because this is so dead. It's so bad. I did not think streaming would go this sadly. I'm not prepared for this, guys. I feel like I'm just trying to sell my Bitcoin. I don't think that's even relevant anymore. That's the bad thing. If y'all are actually interested in, whoa, my English has completely disappeared, guys. Is there like a way? Okay, hold up, guys. Whoa. Okay. Okay, welcome back, guys. I don't care about my phone. Sorry. Whoa. Okay. Lighting on. What's this? Oh, retouch. No. And then, oh, I don't need filters. Okay. Let's see. We should be good. Okay. That's all. I just wanted to check out some of what the controls do since I don't do any streams. Okay, I think that's good. We're back to being good, guys. Okay. Hello. You don't have to flip your device if you don't want to. It's just a simple art live if you want to skip. So, yeah. If you have any questions whatsoever, just put them in the comments. And then they go, oh my gosh, this is like the 60th person to do this. Do I just need to start playing Ting Ting Sahur in the background or something? Because why is nobody staying? Where is everybody going? What slop is taking my, like, viewers? Do people just not like this idea of making a silly little guy? I will read your comments, I promise, people. There's just nothing for me to do besides say what I'm doing because there's nobody here. Hi there. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And then boom, they just leave. Like, it's so stupid. How am I supposed to do art live if no one is watching the art? I don't know how some of y'all people be doing this. I mean, I guess I did kind of, put this on myself because I decided to do an art live. It's kind of my fault for doing the art live and expecting people to sit through it when I'm doing basically nothing for 30 minutes at a time. This is the average live, I guess. Like, I don't know, man. How thick is that neck? There we go. I will read comments, people, I promise. Please just comment something. I need the engagement or my mom's gonna die. Is that what works on you people? Is that what works to get engagement? Please subscribe and like or else my mom disappears. Like, what is this, guys? Please subscribe and like or my mom disappears. Like, I don't know anymore. I need the engagement, gang. Type anything in the comments. I need the engagement. I don't get paid. And then they just leave. My mom's gonna die, and it's all because people keep leaving the stream. I cannot take myself seriously. Oh my gosh, it's already almost 11. Okay, guys, this stream, once it hits 11 for me, so in about, I want to say 15 minutes, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to go and hop off live. I will try this again tomorrow in about 15 minutes. I'm going to turn off the live. If you want to stay, you can. We're not going to be doing too much until then. We're finishing up a silly little guy that I will continue in part 2 if you people care to watch. As long as I don't have any plans tomorrow, I should be able to do this live. So, just how it works. Got any questions, put it in the comments. I don't have anything better to do with my life, if you cannot tell. And then they just leave. I don't take myself seriously. Okay. Where's the glue? Okay, hello there, two people. You don't have to flip the screen if you don't want to. I'm just finishing up this part. Oh, whoa, that's way too much glue. Anything in the comments, I will read. Trust. Just gotta smooth out the glue, gang. What is goody, my gang? What is up, my broski? Okay, I'm never saying that again. I felt very old. And yeah, I'm not that old. Oh, why did I put that into the scraps pile when that's not a scrap? Okay, perfect. We got the little collar on. Let's go. An hour in and all we've done is the hair and the stupid collar type of thing. Like, what is this? I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore, guys. Okay, in 10 minutes, this stream is ending, so I will continue this tomorrow, gang. I promise. I will continue this tomorrow. This is not just like a one-day thing, because there's no way we're finishing this in 10 minutes. This is like, these normally take anywhere from an hour to 2. But the nice thing is that when you're done, they look pretty good. Is it because of the tail? Like, is that what's getting people doing, 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 jingle, jingle, guys, jingle, jingle. Is that what's stopping people from watching the videos? Just a little guy right here that it's not even part of the freaking conversation. Like, put anything in the comments, bro. I'll literally read it. I don't care anymore. I don't have anything to do. Okay, okay, okay. Let's stop sounding like an old person. Kendrick! Ultimate ref trust. Okay, hold up. So the best way to do the shoulders and stuff, oh, okay, is just by tracing them, honestly. Um, and then if you can, I'm going to need scissors to make the arm go a little higher. There we go. Kendrick! Sorry. It's like, not relevant. Drop another diss track and my life is yours. Kendrick! Okay. So the outfit, at least the back of it ends around here. So I'm going to just use this. There we go. Ooh, thick, messy lines. Let's go. And then we go back another swoop. And then I did a little. Trust, that's normal English. This is how normal streamers do this, I am totally a normal streamer. Totally, guys. Perfect. Wee baguette, guys. Looks so. Does not look like a dumpster fire. Does not. Trust. Put anything in the comments. I will read it. I don't care anymore. I need engagement at this point. And then we're gonna cut this out. These people are missing. Like, where is everybody? Where is everybody, guys? I have like 200 subscribers. It's not a lot of people I know, but like, where are they? My first live and nobody shows up. I find that just really funny. Put anything in the comments, guys. I will read it, bro. I will read what you put in the comments. Don't even have to worry about flipping the screen. Here, I'll even cover that. Just put a little heart. Like, please, I need this. My mom is kind of homeless. Please, guys, I need the engagement. I don't make any money, but I need money. Put anything in the comments, bro. I'll literally read it. I don't have a life. This stream is not meant to be taken seriously, if you cannot tell. Like, I am just too silly sometimes for this world. If only. This is kind of how it normally is when I draw and make these little guys. It's very chaotic. Except the only difference is that I'm not streaming. I find it funny how people are like, oh, this goes to thousands of people when there's only like, I want to say at most 50 people that have even seen this. And honestly, it's not that bad. I think that looks decent. That looks a little too much like a robe. So we're gonna completely scratch that and fix it. And, because it looks like a, like, y'all can confirm this looks ugly. Ooh, Lime, where you in a Kaylin sweet? Oh, I don't think I was in anyone's specific stream. I might have been. If so, I don't remember. I don't know many of the actual names of the YouTubers I watch. I just kind of watch them. If you recognize my channel though, like, from a stream or something, thank you. I watch a lot of people's streams over time, so it's like, yeah. Um, if you are staying, you can make fitting little guys. They take like a day. Well, not fully a day, but a couple hours. I think I can make this work actually by just erasing some of this. Um, I am reading all of these comments upside down too, so if I do struggle with reading it, I'm sorry. Um, oh, okay. Isn't had the same profile picture as someone else, lol. Oh yeah, a lot of people do have the same exact profile picture. I'm gonna change it soon. I kind of just forgot my profile picture even existed and my channel in general, so I haven't posted in a while, but just kind of how it works. Okay, that looks better to the original drawing that I did. So we're just gonna glue this down. Welcome, other people. Welcome. Um, this stream has been so slow. Like, I like. I guess I don't know what to expect since this is like the first one I've done. So you know, yeah. I normally just do shorts. Oh, I just got glue on me. Great. I normally just do like YouTube shorts though, because I have no life. I mean, I do since I don't post often, but you get the idea. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's fine. You don't have to say sorry about having to go. I get it. It's late for me, so I don't expect it to be like early or anything for anybody else. Have a good day, night, whatever it is. I did not read all the comments, so I don't know, but that's all right. Okay. So how I have that in the original. Okay, I don't like that still. I'm not gluing that. I'm sorry, that just looks really ugly the more I look at it. Okay. If you can tell, this is 2 pages actually, so it's not like just the one big page. So yeah. Here we go. Nice big chunk of paper. Let's put that underneath. Hope I don't get glue all over my fingers. Put anything into comments, guys. I will read it the best I can. I'm reading this upside down, and so it's not always the easiest. Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. I don't have my fan or anything on because the headphones that I have aren't very good at picking up sound and stuff, and so I'm like burning alive in my room. It's like very not pleasant, but it's for the stream. It's for you guys. It's worth it. I will suffer. It's fine. Anyways, I'm probably gonna finish this part and then call it a day. There's no one watching. Okay, well, thank you to all the people that did watch today's stream. This is where we are ending with, the color and hair of this character. It has been 74 minutes, and this is all we've gotten done, guys. Um, I will continue this stream tomorrow when I have time. It'll be like a part 2. I hope to see some of y'all next time and everything. Oh my bad, I came so late. I love your drawings though. Thank you so much. I will be doing this again tomorrow if you do want to join. Hopefully I will have a slightly better setup than what I did for most of this day. It'll just be a continuation on how to make little sitting guys. You can make one yourself. So I'll come tomorrow then. Okay, I can't wait to see you then. That kawaii bee bumblebee EXO. Bye. I'll see y'all later. Okay, now I have to figure out how to end this. Okay, bye guys.